Northwest, the battle to claim the Apple Cup, always hotly contested. And even when these teams have struggled and winless seasons have been part of the equation, that just intensified resolve to bring home the Apple. Glad to have you with us from the Palouse, Pullman, Washington, and Martin Stadium. It's the Washington Huskies and the Washington State Cougars. Reese Davis along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. We'll hear from Holly Rowe in a bit down on the sideline. Washington State lined up to kick it off and get this game going. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Huskies offense will go on the attack first. Washington, as it so often has over the years, dominated the last time they saw the Cougs.
That was a statement win for Washington. We now play in the Big Ten. Washington State, you do not. And they wanted to put everybody on notice. They blew out the Cougars.
And that's just not fun if you're a Washington State fan. You've seen Washington win this over and over again. They go to a bigger and better conference. You're left behind. You at least want to get the apple. Last year you didn't. This year you got to bite at the apple.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
And the Huskies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Here's a give to Washington. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. Throwing, Williams. A little screen to the running back. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack.
Might have a chance. Makes it past the marker. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Washington has a lot of things working, set up with another first down. Play action with Williams. Pocket breaking down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. A continual subplot since these two first squared off in 1900 is Washington State trying to prove it deserves the same respect and status as UW.
And I think oftentimes the great rivalries out west are forgotten in college football. This game between Washington and Washington State is absolutely fantastic, and I'm so happy that with conference realignment, they were able to keep this game on the schedule because it is always fun to watch.
It is fun, and it's for the Apple Cup. And here's the cool thing. These teams, they're not the same conference anymore. They used to be for years. But this rivalry still lives because it still matters to the Washington and Washington State fans.
Third down from the gun, Williams. Makes a connection. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
From the red zone, it's Carr. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Williams. He caught it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies.
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Cougars offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And here's the sophomore quarterback who will be at the controls in this one. Tough day in that last loss. Threw a couple of interceptions and did not throw a touchdown pass. Snags it quickly on the left. This is the kind of run that falls in the category of sanctioned violence as he's up to the 31.
And that's the start you need on offense, right? The opening drive of the game, your defense allows a touchdown, so you got to come out firing, and it's good news to see the quarterback dialed in. Good read, good timing, accurate throw. It's a big-time completion, but still work to be done. This offense obviously would like to answer that touchdown with one of their own.
Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. To the ground to try to move the chains. Looks as if that'll be enough to give Washington State a first down.
And obviously it's still early in this football game, but after giving up a touchdown on the first drive, then coming out, like the worst thing you can do as an offense is go 3 and out and put your defense right back on the field. So that was a big 3rd down to kind of settle them down and give them some more opportunities.
And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. You can work your way down the field with these wide receiver screens, but also look for the opportunity to turn them into chunk plays later.
No doubt. You throw it quickly. You get it to him now. DB comes up, has to make a tackle. Now you fake it maybe a little bit later on. So these plays, they're not huge plays all the time, but they can set up big plays down the road for your offense.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. It's been said over and over, you have to protect players' head and neck area. This penalty so important at the college level. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty.
95-96, Prince. 95-96, go!
Caught in the backfield, it's Freeman. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high load, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. And they'll kick it from the left side, a 44-yard try. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. That'll bring him to within 4.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Give to the back. Nudges ahead for one out to the 16.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Williams. Just a short pass to the tight end. Could not make his way to the corner.
And that's really good defense. That's discipline, man. Understanding, covering top to bottom, but not leaving the running back with a lot of space. They throw that football out to the flats. They break on it right now. Give up absolutely no yardage. Nice job seeing it, breaking on it, and making the play.
Fires to the tight end. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he's stopped. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. Williams looking for a man. Throws for the tight end. On target over the middle. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Rivalries are the lifeblood of college football, and here are a few of the things that make this one special. And they've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. From the shotgun, the inside give. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers.
Wow, how about the stop-start speed? That reminds you of Napoleon Kaufman or Bishop Sankey, Myles Gaskin, great Washington Husky running backs of years past that just made defenders look silly because of that stop-start ability. This dude has some wheels.
Right back to the well. Could be an alley. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs.
And the thing you got to watch out for with this running back is he's pretty streaky. When he breaks off a big one, more big runs normally follow soon after, and you're seeing it now on the last two plays. Big-time plays back-to-back, and you know right now he's calling for the ball again.
One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Moves it forward just a bit, a pickup of 1 to the 35.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Here's Williams to throw. Right on the money. Makes the grab in their space. Touchdown, Huskies. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing for this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. They're working that left side. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Washington State going quickly.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The play-action fake. Looking for a big play. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
They'll try to pick up this third down and keep the drive moving close to midfield. Wants to throw again. Fires to the tight end. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Washington State sends the punt team onto the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And he'd hope to pin them deep. Instead, it will be a touchback. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Throwing, Williams. Fires to the wideout. Incomplete. Man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
And that's why these guys played defense. If that were an offensive player or receiver, that would have easily been a catch. Come on, man. You've got to catch that and make that a pick.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Williams will pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
No, and that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Setting up the screen. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you've got dialed up on 3rd.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Lofts one deep down the right side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Washington State will have to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. Wants to return it. And they'll get downfield and make the tackle right at the 16-yard line. Here comes the Washington offense to start this possession. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Williams. Bringing the heat. Takes a hit as he fires. The short hands, it's Moss. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up second and inches.
He's got enough, and it'll be a first down for Washington.
And, man, we've all experienced these rivalry games and how much fun they are. And this offense had a lot of fun a year ago, right? Like, they dominated this rivalry. They've been kind of hot coming in. And I really look forward to seeing this running back. Can he be physical? Because you know the anger, the animosity, all the stuff that comes with these rivalry games, you need your running back to set the tone and have a great game.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Direct snap. It's Carr. There's some room. They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play.
First down for the offense.
Washington coming to the line with another first down. Play fake, Williams. Intercepted for the 11th time. Taking it the other way. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity. Play. You got to put the ball on his body. That throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. The running back has it. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Got his man out of the backfield. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22.
Here we go. Ready? 5, 3, go.
He'll set up to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you've just got to take off and get it.
Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. He's already made 1 field goal, but this one is going to need a big leg. A 50-yard attempt coming. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And after putting an earlier field goal up, they'll try it again, this time a 45-yarder. Absolutely perfect. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8.
And that's a really good response by this defense. Their offense throws an interception, puts them in bad field position. They respond with a stop, force a field goal. Yeah, they got 3 points, but great job by this defense.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Guys, it's been an entertaining first half and not a lot of time left to put some more points on the board.
No, but you got this possession right here to maybe go into the half tied up. So good first half, but a great way, Jesse, to end this first half.
Yeah, you'd love to take that momentum into the second half. And listen, this offense practices 2-minute every single week for this exact situation. They'd love to be able to go generate a few more points before taking it into the locker room.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Williams got out of trouble and throws. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Williams from the gun on 3rd down. Rifles it down the middle. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Washington sends out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He gets a block. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Off play action on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Freeman. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. Now the Cougars are going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Oh, they're after him. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Running through contact. And after the pick, everybody going the other way, and he crossed midfield and got it to the 47.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. He wants to change this route. Here's Williams to throw. And he makes the grab, but the officials immediately signal that he's out of bounds. One more snap coming before halftime. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. Draw play, quarterback keeps it. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Men, thanks. A busy day, so let's waste no time and get you updated on Week 3 action around college football. We begin with Bowling Green taking on the Iowa State Cyclones.
On the move from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. As we start the second half, what do you have for us, Holly?
Hey guys, the Cougars head coach told me at the half they are really thrilled with how their defense is playing so far. They knew coming in that they had a really tough opponent in the wide receiver on the other team, somebody who could change a game with one route. But their defense has been stout and solid. We'll see if they can continue to do that here as that wide receiver gets the ball here to start the second half. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Second down from the 20, and they just need a yard. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one. And after that last play, there is a Husky who has yet to get up. Washington State sends out the punt unit. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Cradles it at the 35. He's going to get loose. Touchdown, Washington. Stealing a score on special teams. No step back in Week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the 3rd quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the second half. You drive it down the field, and you scored. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Washington State ready to get things going now as the offense takes the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Off the play fake on 1st down. Hauls it in. Oh, what a move. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Way too much grabbing and tugging there. The offense will take advantage of the penalty. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught. Could not make his way to the corner.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Caught behind the line. It's Freeman. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, this offense has really struggled so far early in this game, and the passing game particularly. A lot of that is on the quarterback, but at some point you need guys to step up and help him out. That was a very good throw. His receiver has got to be able to make that catch. It just takes one play to get momentum and build some confidence, but the guys around the quarterback, they've now got to step up for this offense.
The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. Offense in the sumo set with the big boys. They'll start on the ground with Washington. Oh, he's got some space. He'll work his way down to the 28.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
They'd hoped to come up with explosive plays, and they used one there to set him up inside the 30, 1st and 10. Washington again. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Motion from the wideout. Williams on the play fake. Under fire. And he never had a chance.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast. He's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
Might be calling a hot route. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Lined up in the gun, Williams on 3rd down. Firing to the right, complete. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
That's a nice completion. I know you don't get the 1st down. You're obviously set up in field goal range here down in the red zone, but because you've got 4th and short now, you may decide to go for this if you're on offense.
It's good. Easy call for the refs. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. It's complete to the left. Picks up the 1st down, and he might have a little extra. That looked like it'll be roughing the passer. You just can't hit the quarterback like that. That is a dumb play, and the defender got caught red-handed. Free yards, 1st down for the offense after that penalty. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Got his man. He makes the stop at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 15, and they've got it in plus territory.
This offense was just hoping for one big play. They finally got it. They're trailing big in this game, and they needed that pitch and catch to put them on the doorstep to make this a game again. Give them credit. They never lost their confidence. They never stopped being aggressive, and finally 2 guys hook up. Massive play for the offense.
The offense needed something, just anything, to give them just a little breathing room, and the defense provided it with that penalty. The defense made that job a little easier after the encroachment. It's 1st and 5. Looking to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the 3rd quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Here's a hit. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in this. going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
And they'll just try to kick it out of bounds to make sure that thing doesn't get run back. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake. But there he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Great job by the quarterback, the running back, and the offensive line, really selling pass. That's step one. If you're going to run an effective draw, it's got to look like pass, and then boom, you sneak it right to the running back, gets a big gain, and gets a first down.
Working that wide receiver screen. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The Huskies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll move the wide receiver. Throwing, Williams. Got a man, it's Miller. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Quarterback making adjustments. 3rd down from the gun, Williams. Got his man on the right. Just steamrolling the defense. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
Play action with Williams. Quarterback extends the play. Nice run there, picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Now the play fake. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Makes the grab on the left. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. They go back to work in the final period of this one. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Sends it back in motion. Williams. Stepping to the right. Deep shot for the end zone. Makes the grab. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. And the Huskies come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Run in the red zone. It's Washington. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Tries it on the steep. Touchdown, Huskies! And the stomping has commenced. They push the lead out here in the 4th quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
And And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
On the run from inside his own 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Here comes the Waz. Offense onto the field again. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Knocked down after getting 6 all the way out to the 34-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. They'll go right back to him. And he stopped right there. No gain on the play.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on 3rd down that this running back's going to get it again. Got it on 1st, had a nice carry, got it on 2nd. Now he set him up in 3rd and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. He won't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Tries to get it on the ground. And he's not going to be able to wedge his way there. The defense with the stop.
Nice job by the defense on 4th down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that 4th down play. Really good job by this defense.
The run inside. It's Washington. Finding some room. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have...
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And we've already seen him make splash plays in this football game. He got the interception, the big pick earlier, now getting in the backfield, getting to the quarterback, and doing the most important thing. When you get there, get home and get him on the ground. He's got a pick, and now he's got a sack.
Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Man, it looked like this offense was going to get in the end zone for sure. It was going to get a touchdown, but how about the defense bowing up, getting a sack, forcing an incompletion. Big 3rd down coming here.
Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Williams looking to the end zone. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. He'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. And he'll try to keep that smooth leg swing going for the 2nd time today. This one from 34 yards out. Absolutely center cut. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we're looking pretty good.
They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And
turning it on. Got enough for the 1st. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations. With this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. Got to make something happen fast.
He's got his man.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
They're going to try to throw for it on third down. He's got it at the 20. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. And the Cougars will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll try to pop the draw. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
To the air on 2nd down. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
It's been really hard on this quarterback all game long. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give this defense so much credit because they've done a really nice job on the back end in coverage, but they've also been able to affect his rhythm with a solid pass rush, and you saw it right there getting the sack.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
3rd and long situation, we're bringing an extra DB on the field, and we're telling our front guys to pin your ears back and go get the QB, and they get the job.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Blasted as he lets it go. And they can't make the connection on 4th down, and they'll turn it over.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time now because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much, we're up. This game's over after that missed 4th down conversion. Now we get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, you know, like Jesse probably would, to go pad some stats and get some more catches, get some more rush yards if that's your thing.
I know he's got the height and the weight of a tight end, but, man, the way he runs routes and how good he is with the ball in his hands, it just reminds you of a wide receiver. He's so athletic. This is a guy that has a basketball background in high school, and you see it pan out. Every time he has the football, he just looks like the best athlete on the field. For a big guy, very, very unique.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. Here's Williams to throw. Moving out to the right. Trying to make magic with his feet. He'll get down to the 22 before going out of bounds.
Man, what a nice run by the QB. Great job exploding, getting upfield, and then smartly getting out of bounds. And, man, how hard is it to stop an offense with a guy at the quarterback spot that's so dynamic?
Williams looking for a man. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
That's a play the defense needed, right? It's been a battle all game long. Here we are. It's late. Everybody's tired. They've given up a few yards on this drive, but they come away with a huge sack at a big moment.
Complete downfield. He's got enough. It'll be a 1st down. They've got it at the 12. The Huskies, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Might be changing the route. Throwing, Williams. He's got him. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. And they don't have to go for a touchdown here with this little time left and with the lead. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total. They'll try to add another to their lead. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. So the touchdown drive goes 63 yards. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Finally stopped after a solid return out to the 32. Washington State ready to get things going now as the offense takes the field. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like the trash option as well because it's been hot trash. This has been a bad day. Offense, defense, giving up a ton of points, not scoring near enough. So it's been a bad day you're going to want to forget.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. The Huskies had that dog.